Inquiring minds want to know Devin Haney versus George Kambosos. What's up? What's good with the fight? Are they going to fight Undisputed? In this video, I'm going to talk about Devin Haney, Kambosos. Should be good. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, before I get started, in the last 28 days, 50% of you have subscribed to my channel that consume my content. Appreciate y'all. The other 50% consumes the content and they haven't made the commitment. Maybe it slipped your mind. Maybe you thought you were subscribed. If you could check, see if you're subscribed. Sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people as well. And if you don't like it, worst case scenario, you can unsubscribe to the channel. Let's get into today's content. Devin Haney, I made this graphic for you. And first of all, at Boxingego 1, I'm taking over the gram again. I decided it's about that time for Boxingego to take over the gram. I need new challenges. So Boxingego 1, you see it on the screen. This is my page and I'm back in the graphics and we just gonna have some fun over there. So make sure you follow that as well. Back to it. Devin Haney, skilled youngster, made this graphic. This is what he tweeted out and I want to make a video about it. Team Kambosos has had the offer for quite some time now. Why the cold feet all of a sudden, says Devin Haney. So he's saying you got an offer from my side, from my team, from my people. What gives? What's good? And I think that sentiment is what a lot of us are thinking, including myself, Boxingego. Where is Kambosos in this whole equation? Because at the end of the day, there were names that were kind of linked to Kambosos, like Ryan Garcia. He already has a fight with Emmanuel Togos or whatever. He fighting him. So he can't fight two people at once. He got to get past Emmanuel Tago or Togos, right? He got to do that. So Kambosos, it doesn't seem like it would make sense for him to wait around. So what is he going to do? Then you have Vergil Lomachenko, another name that old media and some people wanted to see, and like a rumored name. Top Rank was interested. Bob Arum just did an interview and he said it's terrible that Usyk and Lomachenko are being missed, but they have a bigger battle with what's happening to the Ukraine right now, right? So with that being said, with Lomachenko and Usyk and the Klitschkos trying to protect their country and being occupied, it doesn't look like in the foreseeable future a guy like Lomachenko will be able to fight Kambosos. So the time is a ticking. Time is of the essence. Devin Haney is a young black American fighter out of the Bay Area, represents Las Vegas now. And he said from the beginning, I'll be a Huckleberry. He said, I'll fight you on Jupiter if I have to, you know? So he says he's willing to fight him. He's staying ready so he don't have to get ready. I mean, this is what's wrong with boxing, in my honest opinion. This is what's wrong with boxing, is that you got somebody who fits the bill that would be a great fight, who doesn't have any like circumstances that would keep them from fighting, you know, like weight. He's in shape. You can see that right now. So he stays ready, stays training. He's a gym rat. That's not his issue. He doesn't have any problems with a visa. He said he was willing to get vaccinated or whatever it took to comply with the Australian standards. He's sparring with guys like Miguel Berchelt. I made a video about that. Berchelt kind of big because he's just now moving up. He kind of big. Devin Haney's talking about possibly moving to 140, and they look, you know, he looked pretty big next to him. They look like almost equivalent height wise. So anywho, Devin Haney, he about that action. And people can say whatever they want, but it's unfair, I'll say. It's unfair what we see in the world of boxing, where a guy like Devin Haney, who's a certified threat and good fighter, who's building his journey and working on that, and they tell him all these like obstacles he got to go through and impress me with your next performance, fight somebody in the top 10. You need a big name. You need a big win. They keep saying all these things. And then when he achieves that, then there's another holdup. So I don't know. I don't know what George Kambosos, I haven't really seen him post anything. So I don't really know what it is for him. I don't know what his game plan is. But you have a credible suitor who is available, who is ready, whose team is behind him, and they're trying to throw some money down on this. The fans, like myself, would love a fight with Devin Haney and George Kambosos. Very interesting style matchup. Devin Haney works with Mickey Bay, who fought against Kambosos and arguably, depending on who you ask, won the fight. So it has a backstory as well. One of Devin Haney's trainers, Mick Bay, fought the guy. So I would be anxious to discover the game plan, especially since one of Devin's trainers, like I keep telling you, that's a good picture, has firsthand experience fighting Kambosos, and Kambosos knows that. So I'm curious as to where Lou DiBella and George Kambosos are. What are you gonna wait for Ryan Garcia forever? You know, for him to fight? We don't even know. He ain't fought in a year, so I'm not really worried about that. You know, you're gonna wait for Lomachenko and this whole Russia invasion, and we don't know when. There's no expiration date. There's no like, hey, this ain't working, we leaving. We don't know when this will end. You know what I mean? It's just something that is being endured right now. So I think the clock is a ticking. People want to see great fights, and Kambosos, he says he's a great champion. And I really don't like what they doing to Devin Haney, because there's a lot of hate. People keep calling him an email champion, and you know the politics of the game. Like, imagine, since we just seen Canelo Alvarez, imagine if Devin Haney had the opportunity to just pick and choose everyone he wants to fight like Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, he's been built in a great way. They started him on Mayweather undercards. So he has some opportunity, and he has a good resume. So he has opportunity to kind of pick and choose, but certain guys don't have that. Like Devin Haney, Rigondao, you know, I hope he's making a speedy recovery. Demetrius Boo Boo Andre, they don't really have that. Notice some similarities between those three fighters. They don't really have that. And people use it against them, knowing dang well that in general, it's not all their fault, or it's not their fault at all, depending on which individual we're talking about, right? And for Devin Haney, it's definitely not his fault. What could he have done different? He fought Jojo Diaz. That's what y'all said. Y'all said Jojo's gonna beat him. Y'all said Jorge Linares is too much. This is a guy that dropped Lomachenko and gave Luke Campbell a loss, gold medalist, and Devin had his way with him. Easy work. It's easy work. So I'm just wondering what this kid got to do to get the recognition. He's staying ready. See, that's what people say, whatever, but they don't. That look like dang near like it could be Kambosos, like with the hair and the tats. But anyway, people say whatever they want, but this kid looks ready, and somebody got to shut him up. It's that simple. You don't think he's ready, he's weak or whatever, shut him up. That's all you got to do. Shut him up. Let me know how I did in this video. Hopefully you guys understand what's the latest with Devin Haney and George Kambosos after watching it. Drop your thoughts in the comment section, and I'm out. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.